I don't know about you, but I'm having a hard time trying to find new modern synth sounds.
I searched everywhere. I looked through hundreds of files.
I could find plenty of 80s, 70s, 90s synth sounds, throwback sounds. But what about 2022, 2023? Like, what does that sound like? Well, I think I got the answer. And Eventide and Newfangled Audio dropped some new plugins in my account. And I was like, yo, thank you guys, appreciate that. And I found one that I am specifically going to show you in this Radium POW, and it's called Generate. Let's tap in. First off, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It's going to be worth it, I promise you. Music production tutorials. I'm going to show you plugins I use, mixing techniques. We do live song reviews. And that's the only way you're going to get any of this is if you're subscribed. So tap in. All right, I'm going to show you this plugin. I'm going to show you some bass patches that I cooked up with it. And then I'm going to show you some of the presets, how I freak it, and probably one of the best distortion saturation algorithms I've heard in years. Like literally, this thing is so much fun and it just sounds modern. So let's tap in. Here's a track I'm cooking up right now, and it's almost there. It's called Red Lights.
You left the party hours ago. Caught a glimpse of your flooded eyes. I know exactly where you go. When they break you down inside, walk out like nothing's wrong. Cause we know you're so headstrong. But this party is lame, I can't stay here without you. So lame.
All right, so there's some sounds in here that I really dig, and it all started with this Generate plugin, which I'm gonna open up for you. It looks like this. As you can see, it's not really like, you know, you just hover over stuff and you can see it just kind of shows you attack, sustain, release. There's not a bunch of crazy GUI things, which I think helps it stay really CPU light, which is awesome. And if you know this stuff already, this is really a sound designer's like paradise.
Oh my God! Wow!
So you got the presets up here. I just opened up tight bass. I think that's what I started with. The like this chaotic generator. Holy crap, it's awesome. Wave folder, low pass gate. Then you have like a ADSR. Envelope 1, 2, LFOs, sample and hold, sequencer, you got effects down here, EQ, chorus, delay, reverb, and then type, style, right? Mono, poly, unison, octaves, pitch bend, portamento, drift, stereo width, which is really powerful as well. I love this. Even an output limiter. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna show you like kind of this sound, where it started, like what the preset sounds like. But this is the first patch right here. Now, obviously, that turned into something a lot more staccato and ARPed. So this is what it ended up sounding like after I added some ARP. I think I just used the built-in Logic Pro ARP. So here's what that is. And what I love about this sound is that it sounds kind of dirty and gritty, but it still sounds analog. It sounds immediate, like a fresh sound.
Now that's refreshing.
Here's another bass sound that I'm using in here from Generate, and then I'll go through the plugin and I'll show you some of the presets that are built in. And it looks like I have Generate. I had the ARP on this one as well. Just Logic Pro built-in ARP. Really powerful, love it. Pro Q3, 2BQ, Omnipressor, some harmonics, just some stuff to kind of tie it all together, get fit in the track a little bit better with the mix. This is a little more modern of a sound, which I really dug.
So lame.
So pretty fun. It sounds kind of a little throwback still, right? Like I was saying, modern plugins, but it still has that throwback feel. But let me show you how I freak this thing, because some of my favorite parts of this plugin are this chaotic generator, which is incredible. And basically for me, I feel like it's like a adding FM synthesis or something. It's like adding something to it. And I can't really put my finger on it. But that's kind of the beauty in plugins, right? And synths is that you shouldn't be able to just like know exactly what it's doing. And then the saturate is really dope as well. So I'll show you kind of what that's doing, and I'll drive it a little bit more, and we'll switch through some of these. And there's a really cool setting here where it has like sub 1 and sub 2, where just check this out. I'm going to take all the sub out, and all of a sudden, and the interval is 20 cents, it looks like. Check this out. So it can get really fat with that sub, which is really nice because sometimes you want that like pulsating bass, but you also want that bottom end that's kind of holding down the foundation, which I love. So let's flip through some of this stuff because there's like helix, crescent, magma. So as you can tell, that's kind of the part of the synth for me that makes it sound really modern, is it kind of like wave shapes and does this chaotic generation, which I think is super dope. So let's move on. The saturate here, this is like super dope. The drive, you have fractal, animated, 259, bent 259, which I'm wondering like if that's like a tape saturation, tape distortion, but check it out. So it's just such a cool synth for bass, man. Like, I'm just having a lot of fun with this.
Fun.
You know, and the fact that you can just like pick a preset that you really like, that sounds cool, and then dial in with just these two right here and a nice filter. Just messing with these three things up top, you can come up with all sorts of stuff that's just gonna sound really dope. Not to mention that you can also take like envelope 1 and patch it over, like these little plus buttons, I believe. You can automate everything. So you could take patch points. I haven't done any of that, but you could see like how the patch works. It'll just kind of like, oh, I'm on this one. Okay, so patch it there, you know? And then you can go to this one and patch it wherever, right? So you can take the sub and patch it to envelope 1 and then open up envelope 1 and change the envelope. You could do an LFO on sub 1. You got all sorts of sound design techniques and things that you can do. Like take sub 1 and patch it to a sine wave on LFO 1, and then you can have a retrigger or a free run or whatever, and you can have that doing something different than the dut, 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 dut. You could have it going, you know, while it's going, you know, super dope, super powerful plugin. I highly recommend it. I can't get enough of this thing. I'm gonna flip through a couple more presets for you. If you like it and you like the show, hit the like button, drop a comment, ask a question. I'm here to help you guys. You know, that's all I'm trying to do. So if you have a question, you want to ask in the comments about production, about sound design, plugins, whatever, share the show if you get something out of it. That's really, really massive for me. I've been doing this for a long time, trying to build this this community here on YouTube. So anything helps. I really appreciate it, okay? Now check it out. Let's go through some presets. All right, we got all these presets. Wow. And then they also have these dope presets from different producers and composers. Like, let's just tap in with Adam Schatz, yo. He's got the arpeggiator's friend.
So headstrong, but this party is lame. I can't stay here without you. So lame.
Like, holy crap, I just opened up a preset. I'm like, this is dope. Maybe I'll use this in the song. I haven't touched it. No plugins. I turned all the plugins off. Like, whoa. So yeah, tap in with Newfangled Audio. Tap in with Generate. It's amazing. I think it's like one of the most fun plugins I have played with in years. Like, especially for bass, modern sounds, EDM, this kind of vibe that I'm doing, this fast thing, like, this is the plugin for it. All right, you guys show some love, share the show, and I'll see you next time. Radium POW, I'm out of here. Peace.